Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
This is from Jane 101 or 108 Academy.
Yeah, Jain.
Yeah, this is a really cool Instagram channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, Jain
108.
the number 108 Academy.
Yeah, he's a sacred geometer, and I've actually taken some of his webinars, bro.
Oh, fire, bro!
He's brilliant.
No wonder when I showed it to you, you were like, "Oh yeah, you already knew about this." So I thought it was really sweet because these are things I'm working on, but these are things we all could probably improve on and probably just help us resonate on a higher level like we want to. So this isn't like trying to talk down on anybody. These are things that I aspire to do better and I'm learning from as well. And that the geometry shapes that here represent, it really gives you, that type of vibration too. So check out the picture that we're going to put up on the screen, but I'm going to just mention some of them. It says protect your energy is at the top, and then it goes into focus on your actions, not others. Simple but powerful, and I know I'm guilty of that often. And then when you come back and go within, it makes it way easier. It simplifies everything.
Yeah, there's one that I heard it's very similar to that, and it's winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners.
That's fire, bro. That is fire.
Yeah,
I love that
and
one.
That's it right there. Beautiful.
Yep. I think there's another good one too, is something like successful people talk about ideas and non-successful people talk about people.
Yeah.
So again, focus on yourself, not others. Learn to say no, which is probably tough for a lot of us.
Yeah,
I had to learn that with my children,
even when it is uncomfortable. Like with your children, it's probably when it's the most uncomfortable. Like damn,
a powerful one to yourself.
Discipline.
Yeah,
it's all part of discipline. Yeah. Absolutely, that's great. That's a good one, dude. No, right? That is a powerful one.
Because I work on that one, bro. Yeah. Because the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas, he says it on there. He's like, we always hold other people accountable. Like if somebody does you wrong, you go hard on them, or if somebody accuses you of something, you let them know. You know what I mean? But then when you don't do something you told yourself you would do, we let ourselves slide. Yeah. We make an excuse for ourselves. Yeah. So we hold others accountable, but we don't hold ourselves accountable. Right. So that one right there.
I heard this girl talking about it, and she made a really valid point. It was actually an actress, in her role. I was watching, forget what I was watching. And what is that show on HBO? I think it's called Euphoria or something like that. Anyways, the girl goes, I'm always doing the wrong thing. And I was like totally vibing with what she said. Like, yeah, me too. I'm always doing the wrong thing and fucking up sometimes. I feel like I could relate to what she was saying. And she goes, and the girl was like, so how do you, like, what are you going to do? Or how have you changed it? And she's like, now I do, typically what I would have done, I don't do that anymore. So basically, bro, the first thing that comes to my mind a lot of time, I'll be like, don't do that. When it comes to desires.
Right.
When it comes to desires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telling yourself no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Pause before you respond. I keep mentioning JP, but JP told me that, and I think I've been working on that even just right here on the pod. But in general, I think that's a great way to live. Yeah,
bro. How many times have you said something and regretted it like 30 minutes, an hour later when you calm down? And you're like, fuck, bro.
Got to walk it back a little bit, even if you don't want to.
Yeah, there's a whole process for that. Like, really think about what you're saying, and is there any value to what you're saying? Is it just for conversation's sake? Like, are you just saying some shit just to like are you being nervous right now?
Right.
Like, why are you saying something?
Right.
Is there a reason for this? Is there really something to gain out of what you're saying? Defensive. Or are you just fucking talking? Yeah. I've noticed a lot of times, like, when I was making jokes, it was out of like uncomfortableness. Like I felt uncomfortable, and I would be like, why'd the chicken cross the road? You know what I mean? Because that was my defense of feeling uncomfortable, as opposed to just feeling uncomfortable and being like, fuck it, I feel uncomfortable, but I'm not going to like say some weird random shit just to get out of feeling uncomfortable, because I'm not comfortable with that either.
Right.
That's not who I want to be. It's who I was and who I'm working to not be anymore.
Yep.
So Yeah, definitely.
That's
Pause
fire,
before
too.
you speak, bro.
Not locking ourselves into who we were just because, like, oh, that's who I am. Because we often say that to ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just how I am.
Checking what I say is big, bro.
It's like, damn.
Checking what I say is big.
It's not who you are.
Yeah.
You just said it, so that made it who
Yeah.
you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one, set and respect your boundaries. That kind of goes into what we were just kind of talking about.
That's good.
Invest in those who invest in you.
Mm.
That's a great one because we often put energy into the wrong people.
Right.
Share when you feel safe. Share when you feel safe.
That's good. Let your defenses down. Like when you know that person means no harm. We've had conversations before about our business tactics or what we discuss on the pod, and we've said like, hey, you know what? Like, I know I've said it to you. I know you mean no harm.
Yeah.
I know you only want what's best for me and for the pod, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and I feel the same, and vice versa.
No doubt.
So there's no like, so we're able to share.
No doubt.
If you share something with me, I'm not gonna go and tell people, right? And vice versa. So it's one of those deals where it's like, yo, when you find that person, whoever it is, male, female, identifier, whatever, and there's a camaraderie and there's a sense of safety, because it does take a lot to let your defenses down and to be vulnerable and be yourself.
Right.
Like that's a lot. That's a lot.
So when you do have that, then let it down.
Yeah.
Let it down.
When you do have it.
Yeah, that's fire. Actively listen and expect the same in return. I'm learning.
That's hard for me. I really want to talk to people.
I'm learning.
I really want to be like, hey, guess what I learned? Guess what I know? And people are like, bro, I want to tell you some stuff too.
That's
you
what's
could
dope.
save a life, bro.
We're learning by doing this because
Yeah.
me and you both do that. You know, we're so excited to jump in because it's cool, man. We're excited, you know. Trust your instinct. Damn, that goes into the gut like we were just saying. And then last one, allow yourself to pull back when you need to. So yeah, man, those are just something to grow on.
That's
people.
important. That comes down to ego. Allow yourself to pull back when you need to. Because your ego a lot of times will be like, yo, you took your stand, now stand your ground.
Yeah.
As opposed to maybe the logic or whatever that's coming in is now saying, you know what, I fucked up, man. Let me make this right. You know, kind of feels like that's what
Big facts. And even in a business standpoint, like I think I took on at my sales shot off to a good start. So sometimes you get that naive beginners thing where you think it's going to stay that way.
Yeah.
And then you may take on other ventures or more than you should, and you lose that focus, and then you're like, holy shit, I got to get back to where I was at the beginning. Well, what changed? Oh, I took on different things. Maybe I need to pull back.
For sure.
Yeah, so I kind of went through that.
Yeah.
So,
Spreading yourself too thin. Yeah. Because it feels like a lot of times I have all these great ideas, and I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But the energy, realistically, you have to, you're building, you're manifesting, right? And when you watch these movies, do you watch Stranger Things?
No, but I am, because everybody keeps saying it.
Well, I'm sure you've seen some sort of superhero movie where they were like using their superpower, and as soon as they were done, they fell out on the ground because they were so exhausted. Well, that's this, bro. We are super beings, and we are creating, and we have these superpowers, and we're using them, bro. That's all part of what we're doing here. We don't see it that way, but this is all superhero shit.
Right.
Every part of it.
Right.
Our existence alone is superhero shit. So, by spreading yourself too thin, you're doing that. Like, oh man, you're getting yourself tired. You got to focus on these certain things, and build them till they get to that certain level, and then go to the next plateau. Now, some of us are more adept than others with their manifestation ability. Yeah. Because there's some people that are just like, I'm like, yo, what don't you do? You're just like, God damn, that's amazing. Yeah. Like, there's only fucking like, how do you do it? How do you do it? And it's experience and learning how to manifest their reality according to the way they see fit. And unfortunately, some of them are taking advantage of that ability because it's not always supposed to be used for personal gain.
Well said, brother.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.